how it's made: flats and platforms. Sometimes when you enter a theater, you feel like you've stepped into a home, complete with a kitchen sink. But the walls are actually composed of flats, and the floor, if it's raised, is composed of platforms. Before anything gets built, the stage is conceptualized by the designer, who creates the artistic vision for the set. These designs are then passed to the master carpenter, who creates the construction drawings. When given the construction drawings, the carpenter chooses appropriate lumber and makes a cut list. Flats are made with 1x3s, which are actually 3/4 inch thick and 1 1/2 inches wide. These carpenters are building a 4x8 flat. A lot of flats are built to this size because that is the standard size of most plywood. Long cuts are made first. The carpenter cuts 2 boards at 7 feet 10 1/2 inches long. That's 8 feet minus the thickness of 2 boards as a head and a foot. The caps are cut to 4 feet, and 2 additional internal supports are cut at 3 feet 10 1/2 inches, or 4 feet minus 2 boards. To increase efficiency, this theater has one carpenter measuring and another making cuts simultaneously. The carpenters then assemble the frame. Holes are pre-drilled and countersunk to ease the process and hide screw heads. The butt joints are also reinforced with wood glue. The carpenters then screw the frame together using 1 5/8 inch screws, making sure to flush the edges. The center braces are placed every 32 inches, or 1/3 of the total height. This measurement is taken from the bottom of the frame to the center of the brace. A facing is now selected. This flat is being faced with Luan, a finishing grade 1/4 inch plywood. The carpenters wood glue the frame and then lay on the face, making sure the finished side is facing up. They begin to attach the face, flushing one edge to start and then an adjacent edge. This squares the frame. The remainder of the face is attached without measurement. If the staples fired from the pneumatic gun seem wimpy, it's because they are. The flat's eventual strength will come from the wood glue bond, which will eventually dry stronger than the lumber itself. To finish the flat, a carpenter routs off the excess Luan. While factory plywood is usually square, it's rarely exactly the right size. Measured frame and square face are the perfect combination for the stock scenery unit. After sandpapering the edges to remove burrs, this flat is ready for painting. Platforms are built very similarly to flats, although much stronger, since it must support at least one person's weight. The frame can be made from 1x5 or 2x4, and the facing is usually 3/4 inch plywood. These carpenters are just finishing facing one now. Recycling is an important part of any theater, and as you can see here, this new platform already has scenic paint from a previous show. Platforms are stored upright in this corral until needed. For more information on this or other theatrical projects, get involved in your local theater.